So what is the difference between resume and curriculum vitae, that is CV? We are going to talk about that. Now, resume, it's a one page letter or a one page summary of your skills, experience, and education, right? It has to be one pager or at least two pages, right? Not more than that. Maximum two pages, at least one page. It has to be brief and to the point. The basic goal of your resume writing is to convey who you are, what you can offer, because a potential employer only looks at your CV or resume only for 6 seconds because they have to review a lot of other documents, so they do not have much time to do so. So you have to be very particular and meticulous about resume writing. Then we have CV or curriculum vitae. It's a document which is longer. It could have 10 to 200 pages. It depends on the experience, educational background, and publications that you have. It's more detailed. It actually exhibits your educational, academic, as well as teaching and research experience in the document. You can also mention your publications, honors, awards, affiliations, any presentations, conference presentations, seminars, online trainings. All those things can be there and are supposed to be there in your CV, right? So the difference between resume and CV is based on three components. First one is length, of course, that I've shared with you, then content. You might have observed that in CV, you add lots of things, right? You add publications, conference papers, all those things are there. However, in your resume, you only go for your experience. It could be an internship as well. It depends. And the purpose. Purpose could be defined and determined by the company or the institution you're applying in. Now, industrial jobs, field work, they require a different kind of CV. Teaching jobs, they require a different kind of CV. Depends on the purpose, what you have to highlight. Basically, you write a resume when you're applying in an industry, right? You write a curriculum vitae if you're applying in academia or for research positions or even for grants. In foreign countries, when you apply for a scholarship in order to study in their country or in their university, they also ask for your CV. They ask for your experiences, your research grants, your research experience, all of those things. So CV does not only work for jobs, it only also works for the job market as well, and scholarships as well in foreign countries. In Pakistan, I haven't seen it yet. There might be some of the companies they might or some of the institution they might ask for CV as well while giving the admission, but I have not observed or witnessed or experienced it so far. Then either or. Depending on the school or the institution you're applying on, you will choose the perfect or the befitting format yourself. Then there is one point that is objective and summary. Resume, they usually have objectives because the person who writes the resume is having less than 2 years of experience. However, summary is a longer version of what you can offer, what you have done. It's like a mini verbal business card for the potential employer to observe in order to assess your suitability for the concerned job. So these are the differences between resume and CV. Okay, so this handout talks about what is a curriculum vitae, the differences that we have talked so far, right? And this has been taken from Kappa Delta. You can easily access it over here. It is the link. Now, this is one way of jotting down your information. As you can see, it says your contact information, right? Then personal information, then optional personal information. Sometimes you do not need to add these uh, pieces of information, depends. But you have to add your name, address, telephone, email address for sure. This could be optional as well, but if you're applying or if you're in a foreign country, then it is important. Then some of the books or some of the people, they write educational background first, but what I have used or I have seen on wide level is that the first heading after personal information is always your experience or employment history. Then comes education or professional qualification, awards, publication, books, and etc. This is one way of writing a curriculum vitae, that is CV. This is one format. Now, look at this one. This is a CV of somebody named John Smith. They have written their name over here, their address, phone number, cell number, and email address. Right? Then, objective is given that he's an assistant professor of psychology, education. Now, you must have observed that John Smith has added education first and experience later. Now, it depends on you that what kind of job you're applying for. If you're applying for an academic position, then you can definitely mention your education first. But if you're going for teaching or industrial job, I would recommend that you add experience first, then research skills, presentation, publications, and etc. You can add tables, you can add different templates. In Word, you have templates. I'll be showing you in a while. And this is another way of writing your curriculum vitae. Now, this person has made two different tables in order to share the personal information, then objective, education, work experience, skills, and other things are given. So these are the ways that you can make your CV through. So if you open your Word, you'll be able to see something like this. No matter what version do you have, you will find this home everywhere. Once you click it, you can see that there is written template. Welcome to Word, blue gray resume, polished resume. Then there are more templates, blank paper. So if you click on blue gray resume or any resume that is being shown on your site, you can simply get a template. It's a resume assistant over here. You should cross it. It's a bit complex for your level. So let's move here. All you have to do is you just have to add information, right? As you can see, you can add picture over here, your name, for example, right? Job title over here. Okay, then you can add your um, education. For example, my first school was in Islamabad. I can add anything for timing. Let's say now, one more thing that you should understand, that always start with the highest rank of your degree. It also depends. Now, if you look at the books, if you look at the different people or different cultures or different perspectives, some of the people, they start with the highest degree, and then there are people who start with the lowest one. But I would recommend that we start from the highest one. For example, I've done MPhil, so I'll be adding that one. Then I'll be adding the date, that is from 2016 to 2018. So this is how you can add your uh, or you can make your resume. It is a ready or readily available template in your Word. You can add your phone over here, and then your website, your email address, your hobbies, skills, all these things. And in profile, you can write your objective.